we approach you like I was trying to explain to Advocate Sillo, the commission, I'm sorry, that will approach you and see the supplier who will supply us with medical equipment. Listen, buy the stock for us, and then the money will be in your account, so you know how much you know how you will know how much we will know how much we have in your account. So in 1 million rands, and then I want a stock that is worth 300,000. So
what happens with the concerned with what you have put in the profit account?
Yes, the profit. That's where I'm. The profit comes back to us, not to the sub.
I thought I understood earlier that you said there's money pulled into an account. From how you explained, that's not the case. And I want to use a practical example. A wants water, and they send out an RFQ, and you are interested to submit an RFQ. Can you just explain where does the money come from to buy from a supplier? Assume it's Supplier X. Explain what you're telling us. Where does the money that gets paid to the supplier, where does it come? And once you, of course, a premium, so you've got a profit. Where does that go? How do you handle it? Where does the money to pay the supplier for 6 bottles of water come from?
Okay, Commissioner, then just please stop me where you don't understand so that we can have progress. We want to supply, me and Mr. Mohammed want to supply medical consumables to the Department of Health. Someone who's selling medical consumables, that person, we tell him that we put upfront. I'll give it. It's just an example. I say it's an example. In his account, should I get the RFQ first? Should I get the RFQ first? I'll go to that supplier and tell him, can I please give me stock that 200,000? And because I took 200,000.
From where? Where do you take that 200,000 from?
The money is with the person who's supplying medical.
Where do they get it from? Remember
myself, and I said from the beginning that we will take Omela, put it in the account of the medical supplier, the person who supplies medical consumables. Yes.
Each, or you or him, puts R1 million to the supplier.
Yes.
And then the supplier, then you win, you get appointed. The supplier gives you the equipment.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then you hospital. What happens with that medical equipment and the money?
I give an example that gave me stock that is worth 200, and then when the hospital pays me back that pays me the money, I had the money that I borrowed, which is 200,000.
So you borrowed it from whom?
It's not borrowed, it's my money, of course.
Yes, I think that's what we are trying to understand, that Matlala, that you must pay the supplier. We accept that. We understand that part. When you pay the supplier, there are 200,000.
Yes.
That money comes from your bank account, from Mela's bank account.
Yes.
That's what you're saying,
yes.
Right? So you get that. And then you supply it to the hospital. Let's say it's a hospital. You supply.
Courtney and main tug of war with his foot sock. Matt wins, then swallows his prize. Emergency vet visit at 10 p.m. and a bill. But Courtney is...
Yes.
How does that get dealt with? It comes into your personal account?
Of course, yes.
And then what happens?
And then Mr. Momela will get 10% of that profit.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to suggest this, Mr. Matlala. I think you are doing this deliberately. You, less than 2 years ago, you won a 360 million contract from SAPS. And that, you can't have executed that contract understanding where we struggle to understand from you about money and transactions and suppliers, and you are doing this deliberately so that we go round and round in circles. Yes, you are.
No, I'm
Yes.
not. Okay, can you please explain to me what part is it that you don't understand?
Where you suggest that you and Mr. Maumela put money in a supplier's account,
Yes.
and you buy for 200. Why are you putting in that account when you are buying for 200?
But, Commissioner, it's not a once-off thing. Remember, we are going to get, just in case it happens at some point, I don't have money, but know that I've got credit in your company.
So you in a supplier's account up to 2 million, but your RFQ that you want is for 200,000. So the supplier owes that 800,000 until you get the next RFQ.
Yes.
Is that your business model?
Yes.
Okay. So when you get the 10% that you said you call the check, you said that 10% goes to the supplier's account.
I didn't say that.
Okay, where does it?
We'll share the profit. I said that.
Where does it go to?
To myself and Mr. Momela.
So how does it get there? Because as Commissioner Baloyi pointed out to you, that 1,000 worth of medical equipment you provide to a hospital or to hospitals, for which that will pay you.
I'm talking about profit. Profit.
You must be paid before you can make a profit. Surely.
Yes, I'm saying the profit, that is to my account, the profit. I do not know what part maybe you're missing from me. I don't understand.
I'm just a mere lawyer. Maybe these business issues are above my pay grade. Chair, I see it's 2 minutes to 11. This might pay up.
Let's adjourn and resume at 11:30.
Is that any cool?
In South Africa, some things are simply made for each other, like our 300-gram
Good morning again. It's 29 minutes past 11. We're about to resume again. Please make sure that your cell phones, your devices are quiet. All right, let's stand. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Lord.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Matlala, I hope that adjournment would assist me in understanding how this process works. So I could ask you to explain that relationship from the beginning. I'll try not to interrupt as best as you can. Then we can move forward.
Okay, we're saying relationship. You want me to start where we about the.
Yes, if you could try once more for my benefit to explain how it works, the contribution by either one of you, what fund it goes into, and then how purchases are made to satisfy.
Main supplier.
Yes.
Myself and Mr. Momela I'll give you an example of 1 million rands.
Yes.
From our own personal accounts, put it to the main account, main supplier, not Momela or myself, main supplier.
Yes.
And the pay self or him who will get the RFQ first. And then I make an example that maybe the RFQ says 1,000 rands. The main supplier is not giving you money, it's giving you stock that is worth 200,000 rands. Stock, and Commissioner made an example that you get 300,000, and then the 200,000 it from the main supplier into the main supplier's account, and then the profit now is 100,000 profit. 10% profit, it will be 10,000 rands. 10% of 100,000 rands.
Yes. So then, okay, I think I'm making headway. So once the supplier supplies by the RFQ, correct? And they'll supply 200,000 worth of stock. Or the supplier goes to purchase the stock. That's something you said.
I said, let's call him, the press call him the main supplier.
Yes.
Just for interest
Indeed.
of the conversation.
Indeed.
He will, I will give him the, let's say, the need flow. He will give me the steel, 500 bottles of steel. That is worth 200,000
Okay.
rands.
And then you satisfy then the Department of Health for provisional water.
Yes.
And then you deduct from what you and Mr. Maumela have paid into the main supplier's account, 200,000.
Yes.
Okay. And that's then leaves whatever the balance is. When you have delivered, I mean, either you individually or you both, you indicated that the 200.
Yes, to purchase further for in case we would get further RFQs, and then we know that we've got.
So if each had contributed $1 million at the start, 200,000 down, that leaving 1.8 million. When you pay back after your account has been held, you pay back the 200,000 to the main supplier. The main supplier has this For lack of a better term, I'm giving credit then of 2 million.
Of course.
Okay. And the Department of Health pays one of you, whoever successful, and you make the transactions to pay to the main supplier.
What? Yes.
Oh. Okay. So then this you say to count. So assume that any suppliers, unless I'm wrong, in which
Suppliers.
event, main suppliers, yes.
Suppliers is using my companies. Suppliers, are you referring to companies when you say suppliers?
Yeah, I assume of a supplier you meant the company that will provide you with the stock that is required.
That's correct.
Yes. So I want to know this, what you call quote unquote main supplier. How many main suppliers over that period, 2018, 19 to 2023, were there?
Okay. Yeah, it's only one, but he had two companies.
Okay.
Yes.
What is this supplier? What's the name of this?
The one that I can remember is called Telox.
Please say it again.
Telox. Telox.
Is that a PTY or LOX?
I don't know that.
Mr. Matlala, you can't give over 1 million to somebody you don't know. You've got to have something.
I don't know what is PTY. I don't know that, Commissioner.
Okay. Now, where is this based?
His company.
Yes, this Telox, where is it based?
His factory and the other one, Jetpack.
So they are both called Telox.
No, the other, I forgot the other. I'll find the other name and then I'll tell you. I'll just have to go through, I'll find the other.
So, so in that period, and accepting that you established more or less a revolving credit with one of them as main suppliers, how much did you personally, how much did you both invest in either to maintain a revolving fund?
We started think with 1 million rand.
It was R1 million.
Yeah, from the top of my head, I think so.
Okay, perhaps if you give us a range, no more than.
Let's say million.
Is that guesswork or are you?
Yes, it's guesswork.
No, I want more than guesswork.
I don't know.
You deal with too many millions to know where you invested $1 million or more.
I'm not saying that.
Okay. So then, is this revolving fund with the main supplier based on a written agreement?
No, it's not.
Did we get the second company? We have Telox.
That's the name of the second
I
company.
said I'll find it. I don't recall, but I'll find it.
And
since, Commissioner, I don't know, because into Sapuna, the bank statements, it will show there when I was paying the supplier with the reference.
we wouldn't know who of the many companies.
Yes, but I'm saying
is the
if
second
you,
one.
I don't know even while I'll be having copies of those banks, they threw them and then because the reference was medical supply, and then I will know that, okay, this is the other company.
Okay. So, now how many you said there was no written agreement in
Yes.
respect of either one of them.
Yes.
So, you spoke a 10% profit. Again, let's use your hypothetical 200,000 worth of stock, which you then acquire, hand over to the Department of Health, let's say stethoscopes, and then you are paid, you will have your profit, correct? When you're Department of Health.
Of course.
Yes. So it is your company whose RFQ was successful, pay back the value of the stock, which is 200,000, thus restoring the revolving fund back to its number of 200, leaving 100,000 as profit.
Yes.
Now, you say you paid, who you paid to?
To my business associate, to Mr. Maumela.
So you've got 100,000, you pay 10%, which would be 30,000. No, which should 30,000 based on what you've received, right?
No, 10% of the profit, Commissioner.
Or 10% of the profit?
Yes.
So it would be 10,000?
Yes.
So if it were his company that were successful, he would do the same for you?
Exactly.
And if you are operating independently, the benefit of this exercise that you work jointly?
If I'm operating independently?
Yes, because you individual or to Mr. Maumela, what is the benefit of having this fund out of which either one of you in 10% or we have put in no sweat?
I don't think I understand your question. Can you please try to rephrase it?
Okay. Why should Mr. Maumela get 10% of the profit that you made when he has contributed nothing?
He contributed money because there is a money that we put into the main supplier's account. And that whoever gets a RFQ first, we can take money from there, but you have to give me 10% of your profit. So that is your benefit.
Okay. Sorry, I interrupted. I thought you were done.
Sorry?
I thought you were done. I interrupted. My apologies.
No.
Please continue.
No, it's okay. I was just trying to explain that the benefit of the profit.
Now, has it ever happened that you provide supplies to the amount of what both of you had? In this case, we made an example of 2 million. Have you ever exhausted that?
It happens. Okay, before I answer, let me just get you saying, your question is, has it ever, is that your question?
Well, that the entire amount that both of you have invested
Yes.
is used on one single RFQ.
Yes, it happens.
Okay, how often has that happened?
But isn't a lot. But by the business was well established, we can use your own money.
Please say that again.
The business, I'll call it a business. I'll say it was well established. If it exists there, then you can use your own money. Because you have money that you're making from the profits.
Fund.
I'm saying if it exceeds that amount.
No, I don't want you to exceed. I wanted to know what you have both invested. So have you ever exhausted money?
Yes, this is what I'm asking. You're saying, meaning that the entire money that is with the main supplier, I have to use it to buy, to get stock. That's what you're saying.
Okay, yes.
Yes, and then my answer to you is, by then the business was well established. So you can.
So effectively then, let's take you to be the successful bidder, quote unquote. You use up the 2 million to supply stock based on that RFQ to the Department of Health. What Mr. Maumela at the end of the day makes is 10% of the profit you make, and he's lost his entire investment of 1 million. You don't get to repay that.
The question again, he lost the entire 1 million.
Yes, he invested yours to satisfy an RFQ, and you said your arrangement is that you will then pay him 10% of the profit. Investment of 1 million you use up, but you don't get to pay back.
That never happened.
Switch on both your mics.
Thank you.
So if you bought for 2 million, you use that fund, and Mr. Maumela have both invested 1 million. You make 250,000. So you give him 10%. You make 2.5
million.
Yes. Used up the 2 million in the fund to buy the stock. You get paid 2.5 million by the Department of Health. To include your profit in there, you can't buy and sell for 2 million. That's why, because I need you to correct me where I go wrong so I can understand where my confusion arises from.
Okay, because I'm also confused now.
The thing is, however way I try to clear my confusion, you don't assist me, I'll try again. You both have invested 1 million each, it's 2 suppliers. The RFQ is yours. You buy stock from that supplier for 2 million, you provide to the Department of...
Commissioner, first of all, the RFQ does not exceed 500,000. You can spend entire 1 million to, because they less than 5,000.
Okay, so...
Can we just amend it this way? You get 4 RFQs of 500 each, but all of them are 500 each. So
okay,
let's work with that on this question.
It's fine.
Work with that. We're back to 2 million.
Then you'll use your own money.
Why use your own money? You have a fund of for 2 million.
I'm saying if it exceeds what you have there.
No, it's not exceeding. It's smack bang 2 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what is the question?
You use for your RFQs in the example given by
Yes.
Commissioner Baloyi.
Yes.
You provide whatever is required in terms of each RFQ. Cost million. So you have expended that entire fund held by the main supplier. Correct?
Of course, yes.
The of Health and on time as a PFMA pays you as the contracting party. What is due to you in terms of the contract that you are going to make is 500,000, so it pays you 2.5 million. Correct?
Yes.
Do you return 2 million back to the fund?
Of course.
And then of the 500,000,
Of course.
then that 2 million stays there again, and you get to use it. So that's why I say the benefit loan to you is 10% of the little profit you make. That's what he gets out of it.
So the profit will always depend on the 10% will always depend on the bid.
Okay.
Sorry, Mr. Matlala, there's something I don't think you have, you'll correct me. The main supplier, as you call it, will invoice you for 2 million in this example. The 500 times, yes, times 4. And therefore, the 200, the main supplier has to be paid the 200 rand, 200 million rand. So,
2 million.
and so that 2 million is gone, so to speak, because the main supplier must get money for the goods supplied. So to continue having 2 million held by the main supplier, you would have to pay in another 2 million, or not? Yeah. So that 2 million is gone, and that actually would take us to one of Ms. Silo's. Now, this 2 million has been used up by you.
Yes.
In respect of your contracts. What does that mean? Does it mean Mr. Maume have lost the 2 million? Or I think you did ask such a question earlier.
1 million, yes.
Yeah. But we were talking on the 1 million. He's half of the 2 million.
But
or how would you, between the two of you, work that out? Because that's far. I think the main supplier's invoice was not factored into the discussion or the debate.
Can I answer?
Yes.
It's not lost entirely because you're going to buy. You use that money to get stock. So as soon as the department, we're going to take the 2 million back. So it would be lost, yes, for maybe that period while you're waiting for that payment. As soon as you get the payment, then the money will be back to the main supplier's account. So I cannot say he lost his money. But for that period while we're waiting for the pay, that's when I will say the money is gone. But we know that we're going to get your money back.
Chair. Okay, so now we know you had 2 main suppliers with Mr. Maumela. That much we've established.
One main supplier who owns 2 companies.
Okay, so the payments that Mela make to the one main supplier who distributes to his companies, or do you also make payment directly to any one of the 2 companies?
Yes.
You make directly?
Yes.
Okay. So are we talking about 3 companies or 2?
The main supplier owns.
Is the main supplier a company or a human being?
He's a human being who owns.
So then this main supplier, perhaps if I have a name for him, I'll be able to distinguish him from the other companies. Who's this main supplier?
I'll give you the name of the company. You had, earlier I mentioned that I might be under investigation. I can give you
Why
the name of
can't
the
you
company.
give the name?
Chances are I might be investigated. We cannot rule out that I'm not investigated. During my tea break, I checked on they say I am investigated. The thing is, I cannot prove it, but
We have established one thing. You have to provide documentation to prove you are under investigation. The document you provided does not for it to suggest that you are under any investigation regarding these issues, your relation to Maumela, on the off chance that you might be investigated. You are either under investigation or you are not. Thus far, you haven't established that you are. Do you establish that you are under investigation?
from he said it himself, and then I saw it on I asked my legal counsel now to show it to the computer is there.
Tell me what? Why didn't you provide you as one?
Commissioner, I just think that now during tea break, when I was searching for any investigation that I said, the only thing that I could find is that which I said that I'm not for that that SIU document. I'm not disputing that. However, I said because I cannot prove that, it does not mean that I'm not under investigation.
Okay, you bring lunch, but for our purposes, can you describe the nature of this document you found that confirms that you're under investigation?
It's an article DPP.
Okay. When and what does it say precisely? And what crime are you being investigated for?
It's from, I think by then he was the head of SIU.
What are you being investigated for, Mr. Matlala? If the NDPP says you're under investigation, it should at least tell you what you are being investigated for.
For tender fraud.
Mr. Matlala, perhaps to assist us, you clarify this. Looking at the arrangement you have told us about, depositing money with a supplier, purposes that you have explained, nothing immediately tells me from where I'm sitting that there is criminality. I'm not saying there isn't, but sitting where I am, nothing jumps out of your testimony to here's the criminality. So I find it very difficult to understand your standpoint being investigated about this specifically, and for you to then refuse to answer the last question that Ms. Silo put to you. Do you want to comment on that? Yes, please.
Chairperson, I'm sorry. Chairperson, it's because the investigation, I wouldn't know why would the investigation be. I wouldn't even know that which or who are they going to interview or mine. I don't know that, and I do not want to give up names of people who also might incriminate. I do not want to do that. The question that I was asked from the commissioner is my relationship with Mr. Maumela, which I was willing to comment on that. So, but anything that has to do with the investigation, I do not want to dwell on that.
You see, the difficulty then is your response has a good few I don't knows. I don't know. And you are not able to pinpoint criminality to which you might be subjected, and for you to then be in a position to assert the privilege against us. So, cut a long story short, I fail to understand the basis, if you are indeed asserting the privilege in this context. So I do not understand the basis for it. You remember what day about the need for you to identify specific criminality and to, on the basis of that, claim the privilege. So it's on that basis that if you say, I don't know, and you are not identifying a specific crime, I don't quite get you are claiming or asserting the privilege. You want to comment?
Chairperson, I want to ask that there is an ongoing investigation, which I'll say again, I won't say 100% that I am under investigation. It's what I heard, and it's what I heard also from the then NDPP himself. So, my question is, if there is an ongoing investigation, that stand as, the thing is, I do not know how the rules apply, of the commission applies, but I don't know whether if there's does not that stand as why I do not want to answer a certain question.
You see, I'm engaging you on the basis of the facts that you have proffered. And on that basis, I have said there's no criminality that jumps out of the narrative you have given us. And on that basis, I do not understand how you can assert the privilege That's the simple basis on which I'm engaging you on now. What I'm saying is that there just might be some criminality of which I have no idea. And on the basis of that, I'm asserting the privilege. Surely that cannot be the basis of asserting the privilege. So unless you tell us something more concrete, you are not entitled to assert the privilege. Not on this, not on what you've said thus far. Do you accept that basically what you said, or the substance of what you said? I know I'm being investigated, and there just might be, you're not saying for a fact there is, there just might be some criminality, and therefore I'm not prepared to answer these questions or this question. Do you accept my interpretation of what you, or my understanding of what you said?
No, Chairperson, I beg to differ.
Yes.
I said if they're investigating, there is a criminal, there is. I'm saying I cannot prove it to you because what I know is only what the SIU said, which is something that I can prove to you is here. I'm not on the computer. I can show it. Investigating me, so that is what I know, and then I cannot just ignore that. They cannot just say that because of they were just trying to, I don't know, in my name for the fun of it. There is something out of it. So I don't know what is that. That is not something that I'm just, it's something which is there. And I'm saying to you, I can ask my legal counsel now to show it to you on the computer, or we can, I don't know if they can print that, I don't know how or we can show computer itself. So that is something which exists. So the thing never been up, and I said I'm not to sit here and lie and say I've been approached about this thing, but what I know is that there is an ongoing investigation.
You have said for the first time that there is criminality. Earlier, the substance of what you said was exactly what I said. Of is for the first time now in your last response that you said there is criminality. But the question that will then arise is, what is that criminality? Because on the engagement you have been having with Ms. Silo and my co-commissioners, nothing jumps out of your testimony and tells us that here is criminality. Also, what the nature of the criminality is. Nothing jumps out of your testimony to give us that or to tell us that. So you just say there is criminality. What criminality?
Chairperson, can I answer?
Yes, all we know, I will let you answer just now. All we know is you pulled funds together and you then placed all those funds in the hands of a quote-unquote main supplier, and then you use in the manner in which you... Nothing readily tells me what the criminality is. I'm not saying there isn't any. I don't know. Sitting here, I do not know. But what I'll say is no criminality immediately manifests itself. So what's criminality on the basis of which you can assert the privilege?
Chairperson, the purpose for us to have that business is to supply medical equipment to the Department of Health. Then that is when the SIU flagged that there is some criminality in or irregularities, I don't know what I can call it, but because of the SIU got involved and then they are investigating it. Obviously, they investigate criminality. And then I haven't been charged now. I cannot tell you what charge am I facing. I don't know whether it will be fraud or corruption or what, I don't know. But what I know is there is an ongoing investigation. That is a fact, Chairperson.
Thank you. Ms. Silo.
Thank you. If I may continue, then I'll purposes of my question, accept what you say. SIU is investigating. Are you aware of any crime that would have been committed in this arrangement that we have just cast, that the SIU is likely to uncover?
Like I said,
perhaps let's avoid committed. Are you aware of a crime that they could? Let's avoid committed.
I'll accept that.
Thank you.
That
Thank
qualifier.
you.
So a better question and I guess a lower threshold.
Commissioner, that's why when you are under investigation, they call you a suspect because of it. There haven't anything that you might have committed. There's a reasonable suspicion that you might have committed a possible offense. So, from my side, I don't know of any wrongdoing that I did, but it does not stop someone from investigating me. Just because of I'm saying not do this, it does not mean now they must stop investigating.
No, we're not directing SIU to stop, just trying to understand. Remember, so far you are failing on the first front where you seek to assert your rights to identify the offense you could potentially be incriminating yourself in. And that's why we're having this debate. Because if at least you had identified the offense, then the chair considered your fear of that offense being levied against you in the context of the conversation we are having. We can't even, because it's unclear what offense you are worried about, or you suspect you are being investigated on.
Commissioner, if I can make an example and I say to you that tomorrow I'm going to shoot you, obviously you'll be bulletproof for driving an armor. I'm prepared for something. Even SIU, I will know by the time they charge me that this is what they have been charged with. But before that, I wouldn't know. So I cannot tell you now, as I sit here, that this is what they are investigating me for. I don't know that. I haven't been approached yet.
Should we perhaps not request that the evidence leaders and the commission should have sight of the document that Mr. referred to, and which I think he was suggesting buttress is the point he's making, as to how in practical terms
SIU was done, so that we can make available. We also have a further progress report dated 2025 that was issued by the SIU that again sort of refers to Mr. Matlala being under investigation, being a suspect in this matter. I've also endeavoured to obtain, that's why I want to apologise that I ran this way, just it's very difficult for me. I've made contact to obtain the full SIU application for you, Chairperson, assist, I think, the commission to do its work, as well as the asset forfeiture unit application, places where we refer clear for you to see that he is indeed a suspect in a variety of investigations. And if you give us, we will endeavour. We don't have the facilities with us, but we will endeavour to get everything printed and provided tremendously to understand, I think, what the client, again, as a layperson, is trying to convey in very simple terms to you at this point. Thank you,
may we leave it between you and Ms. Silva to arrange for the sharing.
By you, I of course refer to the royal you.
No, that I was going to propose perhaps that we park it so that we can sort out these issues during the lunch adjournment. And just to assure Mr. Matlala and Ms. van der Heever, they don't have to worry about printing. It suffices to email them and we'll take care of the printing. So that should take a burden off their shoulders. Thank you.
And just in the event, because I have no idea, because you referred to something additional to the statement or something, just in case the documents are voluminous, if perhaps you could, even if you share the full documents, if you buy the relevant parts.
We'll do our best, Chairperson.
Thank you, thank you, yes.
Thank you, Chair. We will work on that during the course of the lunch period. Then, just to close this issue, Mr. Matlala, where I understand that there was no agreement, I think you testified as such, no written agreement, yourself and Mr. Maumela for this venture. You said there was none.
Yes.
Was there an agreement with the supplier?
I said there was none.
There was none.
Yes.
Now, you said this is over a period 2018-19, okay, thereabouts, until 2023. That's about a period of 4 to 5 years.
Yes.
Rough calculation. I will not hold you to any specific number. Over that period, are you able to say how much each of you invested in this revolving fund with the main supplier?
We're not investing in him.
Oh, okay.
It was a credit. I'll say maybe credit.
Okay, and this credit facility with the supplier, how much did each of you contribute?
Sometimes it will be 2 million or 4 million. It will depend how much we have on that specific time.
So what is the total amount you would have contributed over the period 4 to 5 years, 28 to 2023?
Myself, or you mean myself and Mr. Maumela?
Yes.
Oh, I'll have to do them.
Thumbs up.
I have now. Please, can we pack it for now? Just...
Okay, single, double, triple digit, where are we at?
I don't know.
Okay, well, you will check that during the lunch as well, while the exercise. Now, in participating in this credit, I don't know, with the main supplier, but I call it a fund, right?
Of course.
So
yes.
for purpose of my question, let's just call it a fund. And participating in this fund, were you doing it directly as Mr. Matlala, or were you doing through any of your companies? Who was the participant in this scheme?
You say the payment will come through my personal account or from my business account?
Yes.
Is that the question?
We want to know whether it's Mr. Matlala contributing to this fund, or is it Mr. Matlala through, is it AK, Black Trading, those companies that...
It will be through a business account, because it was not a formal thing. As long as the money is there, I will just send it from whichever company that I have money in.
No, I'm happy. But you remember that you keep suggesting we go look at your bank statements. So I assume that there will be bank statements for the company, all your companies. There would be your personal bank statements. So which bank statements do we look at? It
cannot be personal, but it should be business.
Okay, now which companies?
That's just because, like I said, from any of the, so it's safe to just get statements from all the companies.
Which all the companies? In the morning, Commissioner Kumalo pointed out to you, was it yesterday, previous engagement about your companies. There is one that, at least one you did not mention, that is now in the list of the SIU application. So can you at least give us the name of the names of the companies through which you participated in this scheme?
I said to Commissioner Kumalo that the other companies had been deregistered, but by then they were operating. So I will invite you to to rather get all the documents. But because other companies were deregistered, I don't know. The thing is, I don't remember when other companies were. So from 2018, it will be safe to get all of them.
Mr. Matlala, sorry. Surely you are able to tell us that most of the time when I was putting money into the main supplier, I was using Black AK or I was using CAD VIP services. You should be able to tell us that. And then we will be able to go look at the bank account of one or two of those to get to the point where starting point is you give an indication that most of the time when I was investing or I was putting money in with the main supplier, I was using this company or both of these companies. Are you not able to do that?
Now, Commissioner Baloy, I didn't want to confine myself only in this specific account, but when you say most, I know that most of the time like AK account, but I didn't want to just confine myself. And the next thing we find that there's other funds.
I'll tell you how it assists.
Okay.
Once we go into the black AK bank and we see that most of the time this is the medical supplier that you were paying money into.
Yes.
When we go to other bank accounts, there it is in those other bank accounts, and that's how we will be able to move forward. So the starting point, if you say it was black AK, that's
Okay.
Thank you, Commissioner. In fact, it's Commissioner Kumalo, not Baloy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're not the first one, so I take no offense.
I couldn't
I've given up on correcting anyone, Mr.
I'm sorry, Commissioners.
I couldn't resist. You say, so now.
Sorry, maybe it would be of tremendous help. I know
Your microphone.
it might be of assistance if I may be so bold as to suggest the following. We know that the manner in which you work, I would assume that you are in possession of his bank. I will get the dates why it's not just handed over. Otherwise, we're going to go back. It then turns almost into let's catch you out by what you commit yourself to or not. If we give you are in possession of the bank statements provided to us, we can then take this matter further. That would be a manner to assist the Commission in that regard. It's clear, it's easy then for the client to go through the various bank statements and possible then identify what he needs to deal with.
Chair, I hear what Ms. van der Heever suggests. However, I would like to believe that we're not talking about 10 or more companies involved in this scheme. There might be 2, 3, and I am happy to accept that, as he says, some of his companies have since been deregistered. Word to the Commission, oh, I forgot the 4th, which happened to do one transaction. It's possible. But if there are specific companies and we know what to mean, it makes the process easier. What Ms. van der Heever wants is us to give them statements. They go through company, it's that company. These are not events from 20 years ago. Mr. Matlala should have some recollection of 3 companies, and if he says at least those, there may be more, I would leave it at that. Then when we've got the state whether this particular transaction by this other company related to the same scheme.
Let's continue questioning. And obviously, once the statements have been sourced, they will be shared.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Just talking of black AK, is there any other you can recall as you sit there?
No, I think with the black AK that will help because
Okay.
most of the payments.
Most of the payments were made from there. Now, as at the dissolution of this fund, what was the payout by the supplier to yourself and Mr. Maumela? And by yourself, of course, I mean to the right account of the entity through which you had invested. When you shut down the fund, you said it was until 2023. What was paid out to both of you by the supplier?
By the main supplier?
Yes, what was returned, not paid out, what was returned to you because I had no money?
Yes, I don't think there was no money left there.
Oh, you had exhausted the fund?
Yes.
Okay. Now, did it ever involve anyone? services to him, if I understood you correctly.
Yes.
And you indicated that you didn't have a relationship. You recall I even asked, I think of a friend, I think you suggested that he was an old man. You recall us having that conversation?
No, I said he called me son and I called him Baba.
Yes, and that there was otherwise no relationship.
Relationship we had because of he was my client. I said, you said business, you were referring to other businesses except rendering security services for him. I do not know relationship in which context.
Okay, perhaps then let's take a step back. Please describe your relationship then, in whatever context there is.
He was a client because I was rendering security services for him.
Yes.
But since the services were for VIP protection, close protection, so most of the times I'll be not myself as a protector, but as the director of the company. Most of the times I'll be, then we will talk about other things, but it's not like a relationship. I do not want to commit myself and say we are friends, not friends.
You actually said he was old. You couldn't be friends with him.
Yes.
Why do you accept it when it comes from, and you deny that when I suggested to you, that's what you said, Mr. Matlala?
Okay, it's fine. I said that.
Now, you were not friends. Did you have a business relationship other than you, your company, by you, I mean your company providing VIP to him?
Other businesses?
Yeah, other business relationships.
No, I don't have.
Okay. Never perform any favors or execute any requests by him outside the provision of the VIP protection services? Do you ever do him?
Yes, yeah, he will ask for random things, yes.
Like what?
Like I remember to buy a Rolex for the wife, and then he asked me where can he get a Rolex, and then I told him where I bought mine, and then things like that. So,
okay. Interested in actions rather than what you told him. What have you done for him outside providing services?
No.
Nothing. Okay. Are you aware if he had a relationship with Mr. Maumela? Are you?
He knew him, yes, but it's not a relationship. Again, I think is something which we know when we mean a relationship.
And that's why I call it a relationship. It could be anything. I have no other term beside relationship. You get to determine the nature of the relationship.
Okay, Commissioner, let me just take you. First of all, he knew he knew Mr. Maumela because of me.
Okay.
What do you mean by that? Did you introduce Mr. Maumela to him or Mr. Msibi to Mr. Maumela?
Oh, selling his car, and then Mr. Msibi wanted to know which car is he selling, and then that's when they got to know that, and he ended up knowing him because of myself. Most of the time I was him when I go to see him.
You got two hymns there. You'd be with who when you go to see who?
Okay. Sometimes I'll go with Maumela to Mr. Msibi, but at some point he wanted to even sell his car.
What car is this? Do you recall?
It's a Pagani Huawera. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Huawera or something. Pagani Huawera.
You are a sports fan enthusiast. You can't call it. What do I call it?
It's not English, Commissioner.
You're an enthusiast. I thought you would know and at least educate us how it's said. Okay. So it was the one car.
Yes.
Now, beyond that transaction of buying the car, was there a relationship they maintained?
A relationship?
They maintained, yes. Mr. Maumela and Mr. Msibi?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
And Mr. Msibi part of, in any form, part of this, you remember the fund we just discussed? Was he a part of that fund in any, whether as a contributor, an indirect investor, or in any form you can think of?
No,
he didn't participate at all?
No, he was not.
Were you involved, were you ever involved in exchange of monies between Mr. Maumela and Mr. Msibi? If so, when and under what circumstances?
Exchange of money?
Yes. The paying over of money, the handing over. And I say exchange because it could have come from either end.
No, I don't think so. Paying of money. I don't remember.
Not Mr. Maumela. You're not aware of any of those?
I actually saw one from the bundles that, but I've been trying. I think it was when I add those monies together, they end up to 4 million. I think it was, but this partly payment, 3 million, 2 million. I saw some of the monies there, but I do not recall what was that money for.
Oh, so there were payments of.
From what I saw in the bundles, yes.
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 And you say amounted to about 4 million.
Yes.
And how that came out, because they didn't have a relationship, any kind of relationship beyond the buying of Mr. Maumela's sports car.
Saying that's when he got to know him. They didn't have a relationship, yes, but he's someone that you can talk to.
We dealt with the sports car. You say, as far as you know, there was no relationship beyond that.
Sorry.
Didn't you say that?
The sports car, I know that he did not buy it.
Yes.
Yes.
And beyond the interest in sports car, whatever the outcome was, there was no other relationship you are aware of. That was your testimony.
Yes, that
4 million and the like being paid. What relationship was that between the two of them?
I became aware because I saw it in the bundles.
Okay, forget what you saw in the bundles. Go back in memory. You knowing both Mr. Maumela and Mr. Msibi and tell that they time.
What? Comparing my relationship with you, I cannot say Mr. Maumela the same relationship with Mr. Msibi.
Don't compare, just give a description of the relationship.
He will know him as because he called me my son and my son's friend.
So in that context that he, an exchange of 4 million to son's friend.
I said I do not know what was that payment for. I don't know that.
Oh, so you say you don't know payment was for?
Yes.
Were you involved in any manner in the payment?
Involved how?
In any manner?
It's Mr. Maumela who paid Mr. Msibi. It's
Mr. Maumela paying Mr. Msibi. Were you involved?
It's not actually Mr. Msibi because it's Mr. Koza. When I see the bank, what is it called? The proof of payments. But the money was sent to the proof of payments. I sent them to Mr. Msibi.
Why?
I will assume that maybe Mr. Maumela asked me to send the proof of payment to Mr. Msibi.
So now we have left the payment of 4 million between Mr. Msibi and Mr. Maumela, and come payment between Mr. Koza and Mr. Maumela. But then you send the proof of payment to Mr. Msibi. Is that of what you are saying?
Commissioner, if I knew what was the payment, because now what I'm about, I will answer, it will be out of assumptions. I don't know what is the payment for, and then I do not even remember me sending that proof of payment, but because it's there, I might have sent it Yes, but I don't remember what was that for.
I didn't ask you what, originally you said that Mr. Msibi, Mr. Maumela, somewhere there was an exchange of 4 million that you since reminded of.
Yes.
Towards the tail end of what you were saying, you then introduced Mr. Koza and Mr. Maumela, as if the exchange was between the two of them. And then you said you forwarded the proof of payment to Msibi. That's your testimony.
Yes, according to what I saw on
So
the
then I
chats.
ask, why would, if it's between Mr. Koza and Mr. Maumela, why do you send it to Mr. Msibi? Payment.
I wanted to say what I will answer. It will be based on assumption. Even remember that thing happening. So I will assume that maybe Mr. Maumela asked me to forward this payment to Mr. Msibi.
Mr. Matlala, who is Mr. Koza in this picture? And I'm asking because you're trying to make sense of the importance of this evidence.
Mr. Koza, I don't know him. Because according to that thing, it's Agrippa Koza. The name is Agrippa, so I don't know who is Agrippa Koza.
Do you know why you were sending a proof of payment? Your involvement.
I said I don't even remember sending that proof of payment. I'm not saying I did not send it.
Now that you've seen it,
Yes,
it's not your
I wouldn't.
memory.
Before I came here, I have been trying to remember, obviously, that what was this thing for? I don't.
Thank you. Yes.
Ms. Mela, what that transaction or what those payments are about. And you don't know who Koza is. You've introduced to Mr. Msibi. They've even tried to do a transaction to sell a car. So they do know each other. They must have each other's numbers. You have to have an explanation why it is you that is being asked to send proofs of payment. Even if you say back, unless you're doing this kind of thing many times, understand if this was one that you did, assuming there weren't many where you were forwarding proof of payments, Mela, I would expect you to have a recollection of how you involved in this. Yeah, you may respond.
It's because Mr. Maumela never had Mr. Msibi's number. So I forwarded it because I'm the one who had Mr. Msibi's number. But like I said, I do not recall what was that payment for. I don't even remember me sending that proof of payment, but I see that I did send that proof of payment.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Commissioners. So you concluded that Mr. Msibi would have an interest in these proof of payment, and that's why you shared them with him. Is that a fair understanding, or am I misunderstanding you?
I wanted to comment, but I said it will be an assumption because I will think maybe Mr. Msibi asked him and Mr. Maumela, they had some other businesses which I was not aware of, and then he wanted, Mr. Maumela wanted me to show him that he paid that money. I don't know.
In what either one of them said to you about sharing the proof of payment?
I do not remember even that thing happening, Commissioner. I cannot answer that.
So you are saying you could potentially have just woken up one morning and said it might be a good idea to share this proof of payment with one of them?
Commissioner, I'm
You
saying...
wouldn't know, you don't remember.
So what was your question?
My question is, you could very well have woken up one morning and decide you are going to share this piece of information, give the proof of payment.
It cannot be like that. For me to do that, someone must have asked me to do that.
Oh, at least one of them asked you to do that. So you received the proof of payment from one of them and you shared with the other.
Yes.
And you are saying it's because either one of them would have asked you.
Of course, yes.
Okay, that makes logical sense. Now, I would like to, Commissioner Balo, you. Okay. Can we go to, there are so many file ones here. I'm going to try and describe. File 1, exhibit bundle, additional chats. That's what it should read on your spine. No. There's still part A, part B, still file 1. It just reads file 1. But it must have below his name, exhibit bundle, additional chats. File 1, not B, just simple file 1. You found it?
No, it does say file 1B. It does say.
Oh, no, I understand that it has since become 1A and 1B file. So I think it grew.
Maybe help us with the page number.
Oh,
and then
I don't even know if it's sequential. I fear. I am at page 114. I understand it's 1A. And that should lend me on the conversations between Mr. Matlala and Mr. Msibi. Those are the downloaded chats.
C417.
CJC 417. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Then I think we are on the same doc. I've assisted you with that.
Sorry, Chairperson, we're not yet there, sorry. We're trying
Okay.
to get...
Take your time. Take your time.
All right.
File 1, Part A, page 114.
That's correct, and it should have a flag reading CJC 417.
Because
Are you there now, Ms.?
I assume I don't see a chat and I am at the correct tab. I will hear what's coming next to see if I can understand what we're busy with.
I show you the chats in page, the first page of 114 are not in white ink. There are no chats at 114. The pack starts at 114. If you go to 115 and you have regard to what's on the screen, do you have the same?
Yes, I do have.
You have it, Mr. Matlala. Ms. Van der Heever, I have 115 on the screen. Is that what you have in your file?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, then I think we found each other. Mr. Matlala, I would like to refer this file to page 120. And I'm looking at chat number 5. There is an attachment there. It's titled Aircraft Agreement. And if you stay with this file and go to page 127, that is the printed.
So did you identify whose chats these are?
Yeah, I thought I did, Chair, but for the record, for avoidance of doubt.
I might have missed it.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's chats between Mr. Msibi and Mr. Jotham Msibi and Mr. Matlala. And as appears at page 115. One to Mr. Matlala, and that agreement, that attachment is in your file as page 1. I see it's an aircraft purchase agreement, and I have checked, but it's dated the 21st of October 2020. If you go to the back of it. And this, it would appear, was you received from Mr. Msibi. Sent to you, not that you sent.
We are on 127 now.
Yes, you see the document at 127?
Yes, I see it.
Now let's go back to 120.
Yes, I'm on 120.
At chat number 5. There is that document in a green box that says aircraft purchase agreement. I'm saying that is that document printed off.
Yes.
Okay. Perhaps before then I ask you the question, just so to orientate ourselves, the chats appearing on the are supposed to be chats from you, and appearing on the right in as supposed to how we read the document. So on that basis, it would appear that you received this agreement from Mr. Msibi.
Okay.
Now, what was this agreement about? Purchasing an no, it was about a purchased aircraft. What relevance did it have to you, to the VIP protection?
It does.
Huh?
It does. It's very relevant, but but some guys who were selling an aircraft, yes, and then I was very interested.
You were interested in buying the aircraft?
Yes.
But the agreement here is between between a company, the seller and the buyer.
Me didn't go through that these guys were aircraft, but I think that aircraft, I didn't even go and view the aircraft. I just lost interest. I don't know what happened.
I fully understood. There's Mr. B shares with you an aircraft purchase agreement.
Yes.
You say you were in aircraft, but this is an agreement between a company called Alpha and the seller. It's got nothing to do with you. Okay. So how would you have exercised your interest in buying an aircraft by an agreement concluded company, I think owned by Msibi, or it's got an association there with called Alpha, and this other entity?
I wanted to see the details of the aircraft, so I do not know why Mr. Msibi sent also the sale agreement. Intention here was to purchase the aircraft. So whether it's he sent additional documents. Maybe it was his oversight.
Okay, so where do you go shopping for one?
An aircraft.
Yeah,
Where?
yes.
You can sell or you can go directly to the supplier.
Okay, so, and I'm trying to understand, where does agreement assist you in following up on purchasing an aircraft? Unless you tell me you were interested in acquiring an aircraft from the same seller. Is that the case?
The aircraft does not belong to Mr. Musibi. It belongs to some other guys. I don't know them. Mr. Musibi was telling me that there's guys that are selling. So one of the guys, I think, is even a technician, because he came to the farm. I remember I had a meeting with them, but I found out that the aircraft was not even in good condition, so I didn't even go and view the aircraft.
Chairperson, I'm just as confused as Malone. Does this particular issue fit in within the framework of what is being investigated by the Commission? I doubt the client to answer the question, but it sort of doesn't fit. I don't see a correlation between what they investigate and this particular issue.
Thank you, Ms. Fanel.
Chair, it's not a particular issue this commission is investigating. It is investigating issues reflected in its terms of reference. And a multiplicity of facts will assist this commission in making a determination one way or another in respect of any term of reference. So it cannot be, the challenge is, what does this specific question have to do? We've been discussing the relationship between Mr. Matlala and Mr. Msibi after we had done Mr. Mat and Mr. Maumela in that context. And perhaps my learned friend is a bit patient until we get to the end of this exercise. She might get her an answer to her question. Or otherwise, we run the risk that to every question, I must say, this particular question refers to the term of reference number 2.2. Number 2 is absolutely ridiculous. Thank you, Chair.
Chairperson.
Thank you, Ms. Lo. Yes.
Thank you, Chairperson. I am to assist the Commission. My client is here. And in that context, relevance is, of course, something very important, because you've time and time reminded us that your time limits are relevant. I have listened to what she said, and if she says to me, and I will accept it, there is some form of relevance to the terms of reference, and she's going to come to it, I will accept it at this point. But I can't just sit and allow questions that I don't see the relevance of up front to be asked at this stage. That is my duty, is to also deal with those issues before you. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Lo has made the point that we will see in due course, so thus far I will allow the line of questioning. You, Ms. Lo.
Thank you, Chair. So you say you didn't buy that aircraft?
No, I didn't.
Okay. If you see at the bottom left of that particular chat, and it's from Mr. Jotham Msibi with a question, must I send the NetBank one? Do you recall what the conversation is about here?
I think this has to do with that proof of... Sorry, Commissioner, and now I'm confused also. That paid from Mr. Msibi or from Mr. Mela?
Well, I don't even know if there's been a payment.
No, there is proof of payments. I saw them here in the budget.
Perhaps let's take it a step. At this particular message, it says, which reads, must I send the NetBank one? I don't know what the one is. I thought you might recall. It comes from Mr. Msibi to you.
Yes, I see it, but also I'm confused. Yes.
Let's continue then. Perhaps it might get clearer. your response follows at chat 4. And you say Nedbank is proof of payment. That's what I wanted to show.
Yes.
Okay. What proof of payment was this? Do you have any recollection? No?
Isn't it the proof payment that they are here in the bundles? The net bank proof of payment?
No, I'm not a participant in this chat, and I'm asking you to the extent that you can recall.
The problem, this thing happened in 2022, I also don't recall, so I'm trying to get some help, so maybe I don't know, Commissioner.
Okay.
I don't know.
So, because I think then chat 6 perhaps might help you and I understand better, because at chat 6 you say, this one is the account Morgan sent to deposit money to. So then my reading of it is, these are details of a bank account you are providing to Mr. Msibi and saying that this, the money the deposit must be made.
Just for identification, said chat 6, it's 5.
Oh, chat 5, I'm running ahead. Yes.
The one that says this one is the account Morgan sent to deposit.
That's quite correct, yeah.
Yes.
I ran ahead, it's chat, confusing, it's chat 5. So you clarify that this is the account Morgan sent to deposit. You see that?
Yes, I see.
So it would suggest that Morgan says pay the deposit into this account. That's what is said here.
The proof of payments, Morgan is the one who sent money, not the other way around.
I'm dealing with the words I'm looking at.
The words are confusing, even myself. It wouldn't make sense, because if you go back and check the proof of payment, you see Mr. Koza is the recipient and Mr. is the one who sent money. So it cannot, so...
You are saying to Mr. Msibi, this is the account Morgan says to deposit the money into. You say those words.
No,
I can interpret them for you.
No, it says this one is the account Morgan sent to deposit money. Yeah, I see.
Yes.
Commissioner, I don't know. I don't want to lie to you.
And it's you talking, Mr. Matlala, so you should be able to tell us what you were saying.
From what has been, it's either I sent an account number to Maumela to pay to Mr. Msibi. I will assume that is what happened here.
That wouldn't dovetail with that, because you are suggesting Mr. Maumela paying Mr. Msibi, but what you are saying here is it should be the other way around. Mr. Maumela being
maybe
the
it's my English. I was supposed to say Mr. Maumela. You know, it's very difficult for me to justify something that I don't even remember. So
okay,
what I'm working on here is just assumptions.
Sorry, Mr. Matlala. You should please wait until Ms. Silo is done. Don't speak over problems with the transcript.
Okay, thank you, Chairperson.
All right, thank you, Chair. And I too, at times, I think I'm guilty of that caution as well. Let's see if we can, you and I can understand what you meant then by following chat 6. You then, at the bottom of page 122, you say it's FNB. I take it it's FNB account.
Yeah, I see it.
So you are informing Mr. Msibi about an FNB account, if we read it together with chat 5, into which the deposit must be made. This detail from Mr. Morgan. Would that be a reasonable interpretation at least?
It cannot be, because
Okay.
I remember even this period, it was during Mr. Msibi's wedding, and he paid money to my account for the security there by the venue. So there is money that Mr. Msibi paid to my account for the wedding. So I think this is something.
Yes, it's not paying you.
No, it's paying me. This can be, there's a date here, Commissioner. It's easy to verify this. We just go to the bank statements. We can verify.
I thought this is a payment, I don't know from who to who, but between Mr. Msibi and Mr. Maumela. How do you get into the equation now?
No, I'm saying, I know during this period, Mr. Msibi paid money to my account.
Yes.
And I'm saying
okay.
for us to prove that it's either
For a wedding, I thought you said?
security. Yeah,
Security.
Yes.
This might just help us then. Let's get it out of the way. If we go to page 116,
116.
the very first chat at page 116, titled Wedding Package 2022. You see that?
Yes, I see it.
Okay. You say you give the name of Kodesala at chat 5, you explain that's my wife, Baba. And Mr. Msibi responds at chat 6, cool son. So that's what 116 reflects. You see that?
Yes, I see it.
Then if we go over leaflet 117, chat 2, you say just deposit 350,000, 350K. I'll take care of the rest, Baba. You see that?
So, account number, if you can see, before the just deposited 50K, there's an FNB account.
Sorry, please say that again.
I'm saying just before you go to this chat where I said 350K of best. Before that, there is an account number that I sent to him.
Okay.
Yes.
So then I brought us here to show you the payment and the conversation about payment for the services at the wedding. This is this conversation.
Yes.
Okay. So when he says we'll do tomorrow, he means I will do to the account number you have provided.
Yes.
Okay. Now if we go back then to what we're trying to understand what you meant when you, at page 122, that payment cannot then be for your services at the wedding because it's settled.
Yes.
It has now to have to be for something else. And you introduced, as I indicated at chat 6, that is an FNB account that Morgan sent for the money to be deposited into.
Do we have
you see that the distinction between...
Yes, it completely makes sense. But
okay.
Number for this FNB.
You haven't written it down here. However, there is an FNB at page 154. But then I don't know if you'll help us. You'll be able to help us because will you remember if I show you? If you go to page 154, there is the account confirmation letter, but that is for a company, a PTY Limited there, account number, it's an FNB one, but I am not sure if it relates to the FNB account that you reference here at page 120.
Yes, I see it, but I don't know this company. I don't know this company.
Okay. Let's see if we can get clarified. As a matter of interest, if we go to page 1, 2, 3, Chat 45. I did not. At page 124. Yeah. I lost my place for a sec. 179.
Page 179.
179 of the same file. It's a series of them. Four, to be exact, 179 to page 182. Have you found it?
Yes, I have them.
Okay. They all seem, these are notification, payment notifications. They are all issued by Nedbank, and they seem to have been made on the same day, 22nd of September 2023, if you just cast your eye on timestamp, so I don't know which, the order in which they were paid. The first one I see, it's paid from account, the account holder is supposed to be the entity identified there. I don't know if is it redacted. Do you see that entity?
On what? On which page?
179. You see payer details at the bottom?
The entity you mean, referring to the recipient?
No, okay. It is notification of payment. You see where I'm reading? Okay, let's take it in the order the date. Have you located the date?
Date of payment, yes?
Yes, with the reference number following.
Of course, yes.
The beneficiary details, it says the
Jy kan dit so geniet. Warm, met ys, met melk. Meel. Net reg.
The next one at page 180 is the same, but this time it's for 200,000, and except it comes from a different account holder. So that
I don't know the company.
the fourth one at 181 is for, looks like 3 million, if my zeros are correct, and it's the same as the first entity that paid 1.3 million. Once again, the recipient being Bipa Koza, and the reference being M. Maumela. Do you see that?
Yes, I see it.
And the last one at page 182 is 4,000. Similarly, the recipient identified as Agrippa Koza, and the reference being Maumela, and this is paid the account of Wafra Consulting, and you said you don't know who that is.
No, I don't know that.
Now, you said you facilitated the delivery of these proofs of payment to one or the other. You don't recall why. Maybe because the one asked you.
Yes, I remember.
So now, looking at this, you say the recipient is Mr. Koza, and it is paid from that account holder. On what basis do you suggest that, I think you did advance a basis, that this is payment by Mr. Maumela?
From the recipient's reference.
Oh, the recipient's reference is what tells you?
Yes.
Okay, it doesn't say.
No, not the recipient reference. The recipient is Mr. Agrippa.
Yes.
The payment, yeah.
And I'm trying to determine who's paying. You had suggested it was Mr. Maumela, and looking at this, I'm trying to understand on what basis you say it's Mr. Maumela.
Yes, it's Mr. Maumela paying Mr. Agrippa.
Why do you say it's Mr. Maumela paying?
I'm checking the receipt.
You remember we just looked at payer details, and you said you don't know what that company is. That is the payer. That's the one paying. The details are the details of the entity paying, and you said you don't know that entity.
I don't know this entity.
Yes. So the reference, recipient reference, is a reference that will appear on the side of the person receiving.
Of course.
It's not. It doesn't suggest that Mr. Maumela paid. It's what the recipient will see reflected, and will know this is M. Maumela, whatever that may mean for the.
I agree.
Okay. So then my question is, where did you obtain these fees to provide to Mr. Msibi?
Where did I obtain them?
Yes.
No. The receipt, I don't know. Oh, this is my phone, right?
Yes.
Yes. The proof of payment.
These are downloaded from your phone.
Yes. I'm saying it does not show where they come from.
No, because with chats, if it's on your phone, what you write will be on the left-hand side.
I'm duly corrected.
Yes.
It's from Mr. Msibi's phone.
Yes.
Yes. Reflecting exchange between you and Mr. Msibi regarding somebody gave them to the other. Do you recall who did and for what purpose?
It should mean that I send them to Mr. Msibi.
Now, having gone through this exercise, do you recall why you would have done so?
No, I'm not saying I've done it. I'm saying according to the chat here, it shows that I send them to Mr. Msibi according to the chat.
Okay. Now I'm asking, you remember in the beginning you said 4 years ago, you don't remember, we went through this exercise, saw the car and everything. I wanted to see, has anything triggered your memory to remember why you would have sent these to him?
I've been going through thing for quite a while. I do not remember this thing at all.
Chairperson, maybe I can just be assisted by my learner, because maybe if you look at the bottom chat on 122, it refers to FB. And if we go back to these seemingly net bank, so then the other one, if these relate to net, and my client, according to what's stated at the bottom, chat number 6122 says it's net, it's F&B. It doesn't, maybe my little friend can just assist me, because I understand, I tried to look now at the electronic bundles that we got. And it's seemingly, my junior says those electronic we've been sent later on.
I'll try and do so, and I hope 121 of the same file from check 3. There are 5 PDFs to delay sometimes. Sorry, Chair.
Let us look at that.
So, Ms. Van from 121, you see them?
We start that process at 10 past 2. 10 past 2.
I say what they've said. These have got PD. If I look at what's there, what you put up, there's no PDF. Things that's been.
And then we received an additional letter last week, right? And when we see it starts from September 6th, and your check had 121. When I look at my